Now then, a man who was misdiagnosed with a blood disorder and infected with hepatitis C during the treatment that followed has told an inquiry he thought about killing himself when he found out about it. Stuart Mclean, who was 8 when he was given the contaminated blood, said his school thought he had AIDS. His doctor defended her actions, saying doctors are scientists, not almighty gods. Our health correspondent Ashish Joshi reports.
Tears in my eyes, standing at the edge of the bridge. All I kept thinking about was my grandchildren, and if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here today.
When he discovered he'd been infected with hepatitis C, Stuart Mclean wanted to kill himself.
Devastating. It's devastated my whole life. It's took everything. I didn't have a bleeding condition, and they treated me as if I did, and then they continued all my life to treat me as if I did, and it's unforgivable.
He was 8 years old when a haematologist misdiagnosed his constant bruising as a bleeding disorder. Mr. Mclean was treated with infected blood products for a condition he didn't have, and he only discovered this 6 years ago. A statement from the haematologist, Dr. Nayak, who Mr. Mclean hasn't seen since the 1970s, was read to the infected blood inquiry.
Doctors avoid him, that's you, not because he is dirty, but he is rude, demanding and exhibiting unacceptable behaviour. You have been particularly upset, I understand, by the phrase, because he is dirty.
That's why I stood at that motorway bridge, because I'm dirty, because of what she did to me. And it says, the English language, he is dirty.
Mr. Mclean is one of thousands of patients infected in the 1970s and 80s in what has been called the worst treatment disaster in the history of the NHS. He had this message for the Prime Minister and the Health Secretary.
Mr. Johnson and Mr. Hancock, we are not scum, and we're not your dirty little secret. We are victims of a dirty big lie, deceit, and we as victims are put secondary to money, profit and ethics.
Stuart Mclean has not had treatment for his hepatitis C and fears he's at risk of cancer. But he doesn't trust the NHS anymore because, he says, they've already done too much damage. Ashish Joshi, Sky News.